Hello friends, this is Amrita for Study Track. Welcome to an exclusive video in which you are going to study how to score full marks in the literature section class 12th English term 1 board examination 2021. All of you know from this year the pattern of English question paper is completely changed. Variety of questions are asked which are going to test your critical thinking skills, which are going to test your problem solving skills, and for this a special strategy is required. In this video we are going to discuss what should be the strategy to get full marks in that literature section, which are the variety of questions which will be asked and how to prepare them. Let's take a quick look at the pattern of question paper first. The question paper will carry 40 marks. There will be total 60 questions, out of which you have to solve 50 questions in 1.5 hours. There will be 3 sections in the question paper. Section A, reading section, will carry 14 marks. Section B, writing section, will carry 10 marks. And section C, literature section, will carry 26 marks. In the literature section, there will be total 30 questions, out of which you have to attempt 26 questions. तो ये जो 30 क्वेश्चंस होंगे इट विल बी बेस्ड ऑन दिस सिलेबस. तो दिस इज द सिलेबस फॉर टर्म 1 फॉर क्लास 12. फ्लैमिंगो चैप्टर 1, 2 and 3, फ्लैमिंगो पोएम 1, 2 and 3, विस्तास चैप्टर 1 and चैप्टर 4. दिस इज द सिलेबस. इस सिलेबस पर टोटल 30 क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे. अब आपका जो सेक्शन सी होगा it will be divided into 5 subsections. तो अब हम सेक्शन वाइज देखते हैं कि सब सेक्शन 5 में इन 3 चैप्टर्स में से एक एक्सट्रैक्ट पूछा जाएगा जिसमें 5 क्वेश्चंस होंगे, एमसीक्यू बेस्ड 5 क्वेश्चंस होंगे. सब सेक्शन 6 में one more extract will be asked based on these 3 chapters. Subsection 7 में one extract from these poems will be asked, which will also carry 5 MCQ based questions. Subsection 8 में one extract will be based on these 2 chapters of Vistas, which will also carry 5 MCQ questions. Then one subsection 9 will be there that will carry 10 MCQ questions. अब हमें ये देखना है कि which type of questions will be asked. Now we have seen the syllabus of the English question paper. In order to excel in this literature section, it is very important for you to know the variety of questions which can be asked from this syllabus. So we are going to discuss 6 different type of questions which can be framed from this syllabus. So number 1 is remembering facts type of questions. Example of remembering facts type of questions are like this. Say for example, from chapter 1, the question can be asked, what had been put up on the bulletin board that day? And 4 options are teach only French, speak only English, replace French with German, teach all of them. Naturally, based on the chapter, the correct answer would be option C. Now, another type of question which can be asked from the syllabus can be understanding based questions. Now these type of questions can only be answered by understanding the theme or the given story in the chapter. Take for example the question from the chapter 1 only. I was amazed to see how well I understood it. Select the option that does not explain why friends found the grammar lesson easy. Now, if you look at this question, in this question, first of all, it is very important for you to know the meaning of this term, where this particular expression is used in the chapter. So, your understanding is required for this type of expression. Then, your understanding is required for this question also, because you have to find out which option does not explain why friends found the grammar lesson easy. So you will have to apply your knowledge of the chapter in order to answer this question. Look at the options. The options given are friends was paying attention. Option B, M. Hamel was extremely patient and calm in his teaching. Option C, Friends was inspired and found a new meaning and purpose to the learning. Option D, Friends has realized that French was the clearest and most logical language. So out of all these options, which does not explain why Friends found the grammar lesson easy? Now, if you will look at this chapter, naturally you will come to this conclusion that this was not the reason for this. So, this was the second type of question. किसी भी चैप्टर को समझने के लिए उसको थीम को समझना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. सो द थर्ड टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन वुड बी थीम बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप सभी चैप्टर की थीम को बहुत अच्छी तरह से समझें. तो बेस्ड ऑन द चैप्टर डीप वाटर, वन क्वेश्चन theme based question is like this. The most appropriate justification for the title of deep water is that. Now 4 options are given. First option is, it's about the dangerous depth of the swimming pool. Option B, it reveals author's lack of surety about overcoming his fear of swimming. Option C, it underlines the author's fears of water and how he overcame it. Option D, it includes methods of the author's coach to overcome the fear of deep water. As I have told you earlier also, that the best way to find out or to reach to the correct answer would be first to eliminate 2 wrong answers, because always it happens in MCQ based questions that 2 options may be wrong and other 2 options there is a ratio of 60-40%. When 60% one answer is correct and 40% another answer is correct. So if you look at this question, then these 2 options are absolutely wrong. Now the answer lies in either C or D. So this is 40% correct and this is 60% correct. So this is the correct option for this question. Now let us move on to the 4th type of question, that is critical thinking based. As the name suggests, it is based on your thinking. So you have to apply your knowledge on the question and then you have to think and then you have to give the answer. Say for example, based on the same theme of this chapter, choose the quotes that does not resonate with the central idea of this chapter, deep water. Now 4 options are given here. Now it is not directly based on the text. It is based on the understanding of the test. So your critical thinking is required for answering this question. So first of all, it is very important for you to understand the meaning of all these quotes. Then you should know what is the theme of the chapter. Then you should be able to relate your knowledge of your theme with the quotes. So it requires your critical thinking. So let us see which are the options given. The 4 options are: option A, we must understand that sadness is an ocean and sometimes we drown while other days we are forced to swim. This is the first quotation. Second one, never trust your fears, they don't know your strength. Third quotation, the only person I need to compare myself is with my yesterday self. Option D, the greatest pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do. Now, all these 4 quotes are somewhat based on the theme of the chapter Deep Water. Now, we have to find out which does not resonate with the central idea. Now, for this, we will have to apply our knowledge and then we have to think about every option very properly. Then if you will look at all these options, then you will find that these 3 options are optimistic in nature, while this one is pessimistic. So according to this option, we must understand that sadness is an ocean and sometimes we drown while other days we are forced to swim. So this idea does not resonate with the central idea of the chapter Deep Water. So this is how we have to solve or we have to find the correct answer for critical thinking based questions. Now let's talk about the fifth type of question which can be asked based on your syllabus. It is character based question. Just have a look at the type of this question. It is also based on the chapter Deep Water. The chap who threw me in was saying, but I was only fooling. Choose the options mentioned in the personality traits of the chap. So 5 options are given. First one is persuasive, second one irresponsible, third one is domineering, fourth one is manipulative, and fifth one is callous. Now we have to select which one is applicable for this boy who threw Douglas into the pool. To study the characters very properly of all the chapters, and you must note down their personality traits. So based on this, the person who threw Douglas into the water was irresponsible, he was very domineering, and he was very callous also. So this option is correct, option B. So character study is also a very important question which can be asked in your paper. Now another type of question can be problem solving type of question. For example, one question is there based on the chapter Deep Water. Rohan has phobia of heights but is scared and can't overcome it. Choose the option that displays the advice. Now you have to find the solution to this problem based on the chapter Deep Water. So always remember, whenever such type of questions are asked which are problem solving questions, advice should be in keeping with the text. Means you should not think away from the text. So as it happens in the text, in the same manner we should be able to solve the problem, or we should be able to give the advice as it is required in this question. So the 4 options which are given are, like, we have to suggest Rohan that how he can overcome his phobia of height. So first option which is given is go in a swimming pool and jump from the height. The second option is, if I were you, I would begin small, like spending 10 minutes looking down at the knee. Option C, unbelievable. What the problem? I have done bungee jumping, it's easy. Fourth option is, fear is a major issue if you let it control you. So it will take off a firm grip on you. So address it soon. So these 4 piece of advice is given to Rohan. So which one is the most applicable one? Considering this chapter and how Douglas was able to overcome his fear of water, this option is considered correct. So this is the correct option for this question. So dear friends, we have seen different varieties of questions which can be asked based on your syllabus. Now just take a look at the best strategy to score full marks in the literature section. So the first very important thing is that you must have the complete knowledge of the text. So careful reading of the text is very important. Just reading the summary will not do. Second, understand the underlying meaning of every action in the story and the poem. Now, as we have discussed, the variety of questions would be asked, so you should know the underlying meaning of every action in the story. The third very important thing is that in order to solve critical thinking based questions, you should ask a question whenever you feel you are reading any story. You should ask the question why, how, and what is the result. Keep on asking these questions in the story regularly when you are reading, and try to understand the underlying idea given in the story. Then focus on the learning from the lesson. This is also very important. Then, as I have already told you, character based questions should be answered properly. So character study using appropriate words is very important. So make a list of all the personality traits of all the major characters in the stories mentioned in your first term syllabus. Next is poetic devices, also you must know. So for this I have already made a video based on the poetic devices of all the poems. So I'm going to give the link in the description box. You can go and check the poetic devices used in all the poems of class 12th. Then ponder over the problems and solutions which are mentioned in the chapter. Then you should have a command over the language. Now for this, the most important thing, how you can develop all these things, the most important thing for this is that you have to make a page-wise notes and you have to write it properly in a notebook. So it's very important to make notes, or you can make flashcards also. Page-wise mind maps can be made in order to understand all the chapters. Then you must have a good command over the language. For this, continuous, you'll have to work very hard. If your language is not good, you will have to work very hard for this. Then finally, when the question paper is there, at this you must have proper state of mind. You should be calm, you should be stress free, you should be confident, and you should be able to make a proper selection of questions, because choice is also there. So you should be able to select the question which you will be doing, so that you are able to find the correct answer. Too much time in any of the questions, so leave that question, because time limit is also equally important. And then finally, you must have a belief over yourself. So if you follow all these steps, definitely you are going to improve your performance in your board examination. I hope this video is going to help you a lot in your preparation for your board examination. If you like this video, share it with your friends and hit the like button. Subscribe Study Track for such type of videos. If you have any query, do write to me in the comment box. If you want any other video related to this topic, then also you can write in the comment box. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching.